However, given the dramatic improvement in his neurological examination, we decided to hold off at any immediate intervention. The patient was admitted to the critical care unit. Social history. He is an English education professor of doctoral students. Family history. His son died of an aneurysm at age 20. Both of his parents died of myocardial infarctions. Review of system. The patient is currently aphasic. However, he appears comfortable. He does not complain of any headache or chest pain. General, he is alert. He has a reference aphasia. He is able to follow complex commands such as touching his left ear with his right thumb. Plus, a week later, with the new finding of the carotid artery being occluded, he was determined not to pursue revascularization at this time because of the greatly increased hazard. My redevelopment as a speaker and writer with Amy. Discharge from hospital. My continued development with Amy lasted 6 months. After 2 months, Amy decided to give me the assignment at home, and I had to give it back to her within 3 days. Here are just a sample of the notes from Robert Parker, June 2nd, 2010. To Amy. Amy, okay, here it goes. 1. Bicyclist, despite the noise caused by this suspension, rode up the first, second, a third, and a fourth into the free ride. Motorcycle for a great ride and a good feel takes off for the coast or mountain. 2. To brush his teeth, you need to grab the brush. Keep the brush in hand with the steering, and then rinse thoroughly for the next time. I haven't had time to do that, Bob. From Robert Parker, July 7, 2010. To Amy. Amy, wow, I make a good cup of coffee. I want to make good coffee. I start with the beans into the coffee grinder. I pour the water, put the 1 teaspoonful to a cup, turn on the appropriate burner, and wait for the first cup to be finished. Ouch! What the iron steel! 13. Iron ore is one source. Steel is from many sources. Iron is one strength. Steel has multiple uses. That's midway. 1. Someone hit my car this morning. I took it in stride. 2. When I wear the heart on my sleeve, everyone knows it. 3. I raised the bet to $50 and didn't bat an eyelash. 4. When I'm talking to someone else, he always puts his 2 cents in. 5. I suddenly raise the tip of the iceberg during the morning. See that? I gained. I did build as a record. Thanks. I thank Joe, Amy, and the other people in my life who are patient and allow me to speak as part of their conversation. I have made some progress, but I know that 5 years from now, I will still be trying to put together sentences that work. Some sentences are short. Many are bare bones. Sometimes they are to the point. Sometimes not. I can imagine these sentences to be better shaped and longer. Even better, they have to go beyond the point at which we can have a breakthrough to a deeper understanding of an important matter. My development as a human being and as a continuing writer. I progressed through a series of 6 steps. First, incapacitated. It was about 4 weeks later. The nurse took the wheelchair with me in it out to the hallway. The brakes went on, and the nurse struggled to lift me up. Erect, finally, the nurse held on to my left arm because the right arm was in a sling. Behind me, the second nurse went hand held on to my shirt ties to make sure that I would not fall, and with the other hand she pulled the wheelchair along. I took 2 tiny steps and then I rested. 2 more tiny steps, I rested. Exhausted, I sat down in the wheelchair. Joe watched the whole time. The nurse turned me around and headed back to the room. Assisted by the nurse, I slowly sat down and scrunched into the bed. I was completely reliant on other people. But with shows and the nurse's help, I had walked 2 steps and then rested at 2 more steps before sitting down in the wheelchair. 4 more steps than I had done before the stroke. I felt helpless but not hopeless. Not the idea of overcoming it, but the idea and the determination to succeed with Joe and others who were walking step by step around me. Third step, containment. I stood for a few minutes by the bed to catch my breath, and then walked over to the mirror, put on a lather with the nurse's help, and tried with my left hand at shaving. The nurse was standing there to catch me if I fell over or passed out. I shaved very slowly and gingerly. It was another experience. 4 weeks of silence with the wheelchair on my side of the table and my right hand in a sling. When Amy seated on the other side of the table. What if I opened my mouth and no sound came out? Scared, but determined to do it. After a brief warm-up, I tried to sound out the letter I. I tried and tried again. Suddenly, I spoke the word I. Garbled and indistinct, but it was I. I lived a whole sentence to pronounce the word. Next week, I could pronounce the words to I could. For the session after this one, I could pronounce the words I could not. Now I had 3 phrases to begin the sentence, but not 1 word to end the sentence. I was still looking for words to end the sentence. This is file 1, independence. We can make it all alone, or we can make it together, just over the horizon. I will see whether I can speak, write, read, listen to classical and jazz music, enjoy my photography and art, do Tai Chi, work out, and do an increasing amount of housework. And approaching healing and wellness.